Here's a challenge for you. Try to guess which car in Jay Leno's collection can hit 254 miles per hour. Is it the McLaren, the Lamborghini, or maybe something completely unexpected? Today, we're counting down his 5 fastest cars, and I guarantee at least one of these picks is going to surprise you. We're talking about machines that redefine what fast really means. If you're as obsessed with insane speed and legendary car collections as we are, smash that subscribe button and hit the notification bell, because we've got more incredible garage deep dives coming your way. Now, when most people think about Jay Leno's car collection, they picture classic American muscle, or maybe some vintage European exotics. And sure, he's got plenty of those. But what a lot of folks don't realize is that Jay also owns some of the fastest production cars ever built. We're talking about machines that push the absolute limits of what's possible on 4 wheels. See, Leno isn't just a collector who buys cars to look at them. The guy actually drives his cars. He understands them. Every bolt, every aerodynamic curve, every piece of cutting-edge technology. And when it comes to speed, he doesn't mess around. These aren't just fast cars. They're engineering marvels that represent the pinnacle of automotive achievement. Today, we're diving deep into the 5 fastest cars that call Jay Leno's garage home. And trust me, the numbers we're about to throw at you are going to make your head spin. Let's start with number 5 and work our way up to the absolute speed demon that tops his collection. Number 5. 2019 Corvette ZR1, 212 miles per hour. Coming in at number 5 is America's supercar, the 2019 Corvette ZR1. Now, before you start thinking only 212 miles per hour, remember that we're talking about a car that costs less than most people's houses, but can outrun vehicles that cost 10 times as much. The ZR1 represents everything that's great about American engineering. Under that aggressive hood sits a supercharged 6.2-liter V8 that pumps out 755 horsepower. That's more power than most people know what to do with. But here's what makes this car special in Leno's collection. It proves that you don't need to spend $1 million to go ridiculously fast. Jay has always had a soft spot for American performance cars, and the ZR1 embodies that philosophy perfectly. This isn't some delicate European exotic that needs to be babied. This is a car you can drive hard, day after day, and it'll keep asking for more. The ZR1 can hit 60 miles per hour in just 2.85 seconds. To put that in perspective, that's faster than most people can even react to the light turning green. But what really sets the ZR1 apart is its track capability. This isn't just a straight-line speed demon. The aerodynamics package on this thing is serious business. We're talking about a massive rear wing that generates real downforce, not just for show. The front splitter, the side skirts, the rear diffuser. Every piece is designed to keep this beast planted at triple-digit speeds. Leno has talked about how the ZR1 represents the evolution of the American sports car. This isn't your grandfather's Corvette. This is a machine that can run with the best supercars in the world, and it does it while still being something you could theoretically drive to work every day. Though at 212 miles per hour, you'd get to work pretty damn quick. The ZR1 also showcases American ingenuity in manufacturing. While European supercars are often hand-built in small quantities, Chevrolet figured out how to mass-produce a car this capable. That's impressive engineering, and it's exactly the kind of thing that appeals to Leno's appreciation for automotive innovation. Number 4. 2014 McLaren P1, 217 miles per hour. Moving up to number 4, we've got the 2014 McLaren P1, and this is where things start getting really serious. The P1 isn't just fast, it's a glimpse into the future of automotive technology. This is McLaren's hybrid hypercar, and it represents everything the company learned from decades of Formula One racing. The P1 combines a twin-turbo V8 engine with an electric motor to produce a combined 903 horsepower. But here's what's really wild. That electric motor isn't just there for fuel economy. It's there to fill in the gaps where turbo lag might slow you down. The result is instant, brutal acceleration that feels more like being shot out of a cannon than driving a car. Jay Leno has always been fascinated by innovative technology, and the P1 represents some of the most advanced automotive tech ever put into a production car. The active aerodynamic system literally changes the shape of the car as you drive. The rear wing adjusts automatically based on speed and driving conditions. The suspension can lower the car or raise it depending on what you're doing. This isn't just a car, it's a computer on wheels. But let's talk about what it's like to actually drive this thing. The P1 can hit 60 miles per hour in 2.8 seconds, but that number doesn't tell the whole story. It's the way it delivers that acceleration that's truly mind-bending. There's no lag, no hesitation. You press the throttle, and the world just starts moving past you at an alarming rate. The P1 also represents McLaren's racing heritage in a way that few cars can match. This isn't just a fast car with some racing-inspired styling. The technology in the P1 comes directly from McLaren's Formula One program. The carbon fiber construction, the aerodynamics, the hybrid powertrain, it's all race-proven technology adapted for the street. What makes the P1 special in Leno's collection is that it represents the perfect marriage of cutting-edge technology and raw performance. This isn't a car that relies on just one thing to be fast. It's fast because every single component has been optimized for maximum performance. The result is a machine that can hit 217 miles per hour while still being sophisticated enough to drive in city traffic. Number 3. 2017 Lamborghini Aventador S, 217 miles per hour. At number 3, we've got the 2017 Lamborghini Aventador S, and this is where Italian passion meets insane performance. Now, you might notice that the P1 and the Aventador S both top out at 217 miles per hour, but trust me, these are completely different animals. The Aventador S is powered by a naturally aspirated 6.5-liter V12 that produces 730 horsepower. And here's what's beautiful about this engine. No turbos, no electric motors, no complicated hybrid systems. Just 12 cylinders of pure, screaming Italian fury. When you fire up the Aventador S, the sound it makes is like nothing else on earth. It's a sound that reaches into your chest and grabs your soul. Jay Leno has always appreciated cars that make an emotional connection, and the Aventador S delivers that in spades. This isn't just about the numbers on paper. This is about the experience of driving something that feels alive, something that communicates with you through every sense you have. The Aventador S can hit 60 miles per hour in 2.9 seconds. But again, the numbers don't tell the whole story. It's the way this car builds speed that's truly special. The V12 engine doesn't just make power, it makes music. As the revs climb, the exhaust note changes from a deep rumble to a high-pitched wail that sounds like a Formula One car from the 1990s. But the Aventador S isn't just about straight-line speed. Lamborghini completely redesigned the aerodynamics for the S model, adding active aerodynamics that help keep the car stable at high speeds. The four-wheel steering system helps with both low-speed maneuverability and high-speed stability. This is a car that's as comfortable carving up a mountain road as it is blasting down a straight highway. What sets the Aventador S apart in Leno's collection is its pure, unadulterated approach to performance. In an era where everything is getting more complicated, more computerized, more sanitized, the Aventador S remains gloriously analog in its approach. Yes, it has modern safety systems and traction control, but at its heart, it's still a big engine in a lightweight chassis with a manual transmission. That's a formula that's worked for decades, and Lamborghini has perfected it. The design of the Aventador S is also worth talking about. This isn't a subtle car. It looks like it was designed by someone who was asked to draw the fastest thing they could imagine. Every line, every angle, every surface is designed to look fast, even when it's standing still. And when it's moving at 217 miles per hour, it looks like it's barely trying. Number 2, McLaren F1 Redux, 240 miles per hour. Coming in at number 2 is the McLaren F1 Redux, and this is where we enter truly legendary territory. The original McLaren F1 was already one of the greatest cars ever built, but the Redux takes that formula and pushes it even further. We're talking about a car that can hit approximately 240 miles per hour, making it one of the fastest naturally aspirated cars ever built. Now, if you know anything about the original F1, you know it was designed by Gordon Murray, a man who approached automotive engineering like he was designing a Formula One car. Because that's exactly what he was, a Formula One designer. The F1 Redux takes that same philosophy and applies modern materials and manufacturing techniques to create something even more extreme. The heart of the F1 Redux is still that incredible BMW V12 engine, but it's been refined and optimized to produce even more power while maintaining the naturally aspirated character that made the original so special. We're talking about an engine that revs to over 8,000 RPM and makes a sound that's been described as automotive perfection. Jay Leno has called the original F1 the greatest car of the 20th century, so you can imagine how he feels about the Redux. This isn't just a fast car, it's a piece of automotive art. Every component has been designed and engineered to the absolute highest standards. The attention to detail is incredible, from the gold-lined engine bay that helps with heat management to the custom-woven carbon fiber that makes up the chassis. But what really makes the F1 Redux special is the driving experience. The driver sits in the center of the car, with passenger seats on either side. This isn't just for show. It provides the perfect driving position and optimal weight distribution. When you're behind the wheel of the F1 Redux, you're not just driving a car, you're piloting a machine that represents the absolute pinnacle of automotive engineering. The F1 Redux can hit 60 miles per hour in under 3 seconds, but it's the way it continues to accelerate that's truly impressive. Most cars start to run out of steam as speeds climb, but the F1 Redux just keeps pulling. The aerodynamics are so advanced that the car actually becomes more stable as it goes faster. At 240 miles per hour, it's rock solid. What sets the F1 Redux apart in Leno's collection is that it represents the ultimate expression of analog performance. There are no electronic driving aids, no computer-controlled systems, no artificial enhancements. It's just pure mechanical engineering executed at the highest possible level. In an era where cars are becoming more and more computerized, the F1 Redux is a reminder of what's possible when you focus purely on the fundamentals of going fast. The exclusivity of the F1 Redux also can't be ignored. We're talking about a car that costs several $millions and is only available to a select few collectors. This isn't something you can just walk into a dealership and buy. You have to be invited to purchase one, and even then, you're looking at a multi-year waiting list. Number 1. Koenigsegg CCXR Trevita, 254 miles per hour. And here we are at number 1, the absolute fastest car in Jay Leno's collection. The Koenigsegg CCXR Trevita, capable of hitting 254 miles per hour. This isn't just fast, this is approaching the speed of small aircraft. We're talking about a car that redefines what's possible on 4 wheels. The CCXR Trevita is powered by a twin supercharged V8 that produces over 1,000 horsepower. But here's what makes this car truly special. It's not just about the raw power. Koenigsegg has engineered every single component of this car to handle extreme speeds. The aerodynamics, the chassis, The suspension, the brakes, everything has been designed to work together at speeds that would terrify most drivers. The name Trevita means three whites in Swedish, and it refers to the unique carbon fiber weave that Koenigsegg developed specifically for this car. The carbon fiber is actually woven with diamond dust, giving it a unique sparkle that's unlike anything else in the automotive world. This isn't just a performance feature, it's a work of art. Jay Leno has always been drawn to cars that push the boundaries of what's possible, and the CCXR Trevita represents the absolute cutting edge of automotive technology. This is a car that was built by a small Swedish company that decided to take on the established supercar manufacturers and beat them at their own game. And they succeeded. The CCXR Trevita can hit 60 miles per hour in 2.9 seconds, but it's what happens after that that's truly mind-bending. This car just keeps accelerating. At 100 miles per hour, it's just getting started. At 150, it's hitting its stride. At 200, it's still pulling hard. And at 254 miles per hour, it's reached the limits of what's physically possible for a street-legal car. But the CCXR Trevita isn't just about straight-line speed. Koenigsegg has engineered this car to be incredibly capable in all aspects of performance. The active aerodynamic system adjusts the car's downforce based on speed and driving conditions. The suspension can be adjusted for different driving modes. The traction control system is sophisticated enough to help you manage all that power without getting in the way of the driving experience. What makes the CCXR Trevita special in Leno's collection is that it represents the ultimate expression of automotive ambition. This is a car that was built by people who refused to accept that there were limits to what was possible. They looked at the fastest cars in the world and said, "We can do better." And they did. The exclusivity of the CCXR Trevita also adds to its appeal. Only 3 were ever built, making it one of the rarest cars in the world. This isn't just a fast car, it's a piece of automotive history. When you see one of these cars, you're looking at something that represents the absolute pinnacle of what human engineering can achieve. The driving experience of the CCXR Trevita is something that's almost impossible to describe. At speeds approaching 254 miles per hour, the world becomes a blur. The sound of the engine, the feel of the car cutting through the air, the sensation of speed, it's all overwhelming in the best possible way. This is what it feels like to push the absolute limits of what's possible. What this tells us about Jay Leno. Looking at these 5 cars together, you start to understand what really drives Jay Leno's passion for extreme performance. It's not just about having the fastest cars, it's about appreciating the engineering excellence and human ambition that goes into creating machines capable of these incredible speeds. Each of these cars represents a different approach to achieving ultimate speed. The Corvette ZR1 shows that American engineering can compete with anyone. The McLaren P1 demonstrates how hybrid technology can enhance performance rather than compromise it. The Lamborghini Aventador S proves that naturally aspirated engines still have a place in the modern world. The McLaren F1 Redux represents the ultimate expression of analog performance. And the Koenigsegg CCXR Trevita shows what's possible when you refuse to accept limitations. What's remarkable about Leno's approach to these cars is that he doesn't just collect them, he drives them. These aren't garage queens that sit under covers. These are machines that are meant to be experienced, and Leno makes sure they get the use they were designed for. These 5 cars also represent the evolution of automotive technology over the past few decades. From the relatively straightforward approach of the Corvette to the incredibly sophisticated systems in the Koenigsegg, you can see how far automotive engineering has come. And yet, they all share the same basic goal: to go as fast as possible while still being controllable and safe. The fact that Leno owns all 5 of these cars also speaks to his appreciation for different approaches to the same problem. He doesn't just prefer one manufacturer or one type of technology. He appreciates excellence wherever he finds it, whether it's coming from Detroit, Woking, Sant'Agata Bolognese, or Engelholm. So there you have it, the 5 fastest cars in Jay Leno's incredible collection. From the 212 mile per hour Corvette ZR1 all the way up to the mind-bending 254 mile per hour Koenigsegg CCXR Trevita. These machines represent the absolute pinnacle of automotive performance. What's amazing is that each of these cars achieves its incredible speed in a completely different way. The Corvette relies on American muscle and engineering. The McLaren P1 uses cutting-edge hybrid technology. The Lamborghini Aventador S sticks with the tried-and-true formula of a big, naturally aspirated engine. The McLaren F1 Redux represents the ultimate expression of analog performance. And the Koenigsegg CCXR Trevita pushes the boundaries of what's physically possible. But what they all have in common is that they represent human ambition and engineering excellence at its finest. These aren't just cars, they're statements about what's possible when you refuse to accept limitations. They're proof that the pursuit of speed continues to drive innovation and push the boundaries of what we thought was possible. Jay Leno's collection of these 5 speed demons shows us that the quest for ultimate performance is alive and well. Whether you prefer American muscle, European sophistication, or Swedish innovation, there's never been a better time to be a fan of extreme automotive performance. Which one of these speed demons surprised you the most? Drop a comment below and let us know which car you'd want to take for a spin. And if you want to see more deep dives into legendary car collections and the fastest machines on the planet, make sure you're subscribed with notifications turned on because we've got some incredible content coming up that you definitely don't want to miss. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.